Welcome to Aunt Lacey's Bible Stories. Do you know the story about the woman who had a bleeding problem? Well, let's read it in the Bible. Once upon a time, there was a woman who had been bleeding for 12 years. She had a serious bleeding problem, and she had seen many doctors, but none of them could help her. She spent all her money on medicine, but she didn't get any better. In fact, she got worse and worse each day. One day she heard that Jesus was near, and she thought to herself, "I want to touch his robe. If I can just touch his robe, I will be healed." So she went to him. But when she got close to Jesus, she saw that there were lots of people around him. They were all trying to get his attention so he could heal them. For 12 years, this woman had been bleeding every month. And each time she started bleeding, she had to use something to soak up the blood. This time, she used a piece of cloth. But after 12 years of bleeding, the piece of cloth was very dirty. It was filled with blood. The woman thought, "How can I get close enough to Jesus to touch his robe?" She thought and she thought. Then she had an idea. She took the dirty piece of cloth and put it inside her robe. Then she pushed through the crowd of people and touched Jesus' robe. As soon as her hand touched his robe, she felt something amazing. The bleeding stopped. She knew she was healed. At that moment, Jesus stopped teaching the crowd. He turned around and asked, "Who touched my robe?" All the people were shocked. They said, "Don't you know that everyone is trying to touch you? There are so many people here. Many people have sick family members. They are trying to get you to heal their sick loved ones. There is so much pushing and shoving to get close to you." Jesus looked at the woman. She was hiding, but he could see her. He said, "It was you. You touched my robe and you are healed." Then the woman did something amazing. She fell down in front of Jesus. She had been sick for 12 years, but now she was healed. She was so happy. Here's something super cool. When Jesus saw how happy the woman was, he told her, "Go in peace." That means everything was perfect. She was healed and she could go home happy. You know, this woman had faith in Jesus. She believed that he could heal her. Sometimes we need to have faith in Jesus. We may not always see or feel Jesus like the woman did. We can still trust that he wants to help us. Let's look at Mark chapter 5, verse 25 to 34, because it tells us the whole story. It says, "And a woman who had been bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered much under the hands of many doctors, and had spent all her money on them, and was no better, but rather grew worse. She had heard about Jesus, and came in the crowd behind him and touched him. For she said, 'If only I may touch his clothes, I shall be made well.' Immediately the source of her bleeding was stopped, and she felt in her body that she was healed. And Jesus, perceiving it, immediately asked, 'Who touched me?' And when all denied it, Peter said, Master, the multitude throngs and presses you, and those who are come to lay hold on you. But he said, Someone touched me, because she said, If I may only touch his clothes, I shall be made well. She was made well, right? Wow! What an amazing story! Let's remember that we can put our trust in Jesus, and He will never let us down. Well, that's the end of our Bible story for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to tell me all about it in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our awesome videos. And most importantly, remember that God loves you very much. Bye for now.